The New York Knicks are headed to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. I can't even begin to imagine the level of chaos that is going to ensue in New York tonight. I can only imagine that it's going to be somewhat comparable to the Purge. The New York Knicks are headed to the NBA Finals, the team with the most insane fan base. Wow. And they get it done in dominant fashion. Hello everyone and welcome back to Step Back with Zach, and in today's video, the Knicks are headed to the finals, man. This is a crazy run in the NBA playoffs that the New York Knicks have had. The game is not even over, game 4 that is, and the Knicks are up 126-86, winning by 40 points. Cleveland just did not bring it at all, but man, what a historic run that the New York Knicks are currently on in the playoffs. This marks the 11th straight win that the New York Knicks have had, and in this win streak, they have not lost a game in 31 days, by the way, but every single game in this win streak, they have won by 11 plus, except for one game, which was game 2 against the 76ers, which they won by 6. But every single other win has just been dominant. They have looked so good. This team has easily looked like the best team in the Eastern Conference, and Mike Brown has done an incredible job with this team. Jalen Brunson, of course, is gonna win Eastern Conference Finals MVP. There's no doubt in my mind. OG Anunoby is incredible. Karl Anthony Towns has been so good. The bench of the New York Knicks has been insane. Landry Shamet was literally 12 for 13 in the Eastern Conference Finals from 3. Which is an insane number. But the New York Knicks just put absolute belt to ass to completely just take out the Cleveland Cavaliers, who after the first 3 and a bit quarters of game 1, they never really stood a chance in this series. And although I just remembered right now, I completely forgot to post a preview of this matchup, I actually did have the Knicks winning in 7. I did not think that they were going to sweep the series, but man, the New York Knicks are headed to the NBA Finals, and I think a big reason why they came out absolutely swinging in this game is that they know they are going to need as much rest and planning time as they possibly can against whoever is going to come out of the Western Conference. But the New York Knicks, man, have been the most impressive team of the NBA playoffs so far. Mike Brown has coached his ass off. He has been so good. There has not been one player on the New York Knicks that I have been disappointed in. Every single player throughout this playoff run has really provided some much needed level of either offense or defense throughout this entire stretch. Mikal Bridges really turned it around from games 1 to 3 in the Atlanta Hawks series, where he just wasn't super great and super efficient. He has since just turned it around and has become an absolute elite efficient scorer. Except for today, he goes 4 for 16 from the field and 1 for 8 from downtown, but it's not really needed. It's not needed at all. I cannot believe that the Knicks are beating the Cavaliers by 40 points in a game that Cleveland needed to win, otherwise this series would be over. But I mean, again, once a team goes down 3 games to 0, there is no shot that they're coming back. It has never been done in NBA history. The New York Knicks in this playoff run were the first team to advance to the second round. I'm pretty sure they were the first team to advance to the conference finals, and they are the first team to advance to the NBA finals. The New York Knicks have just been so damn impressive. The level of cohesion and team chemistry that the Knicks have showed throughout this entire run has been something that only the Thunder and the Spurs have leveled, and they have just fully deserved to make the finals. Did I have the Knicks making the finals at the start of the playoffs? No. I had the Celtics making it to the finals, but they got beaten in the first round by the 76ers, as you guys know. But in this game, Jalen Brunson gives you a cool 15 points. There wasn't actually anybody, any one person on the Knicks that really just goes crazy. The leading scorer for the Knicks is Karl Anthony Towns, who had 19 on an incredibly efficient 8 for 11 shooting and 3 for 3 from outside, to go along with 14 rebounds and 4 stocks. Josh Hart doesn't shoot the ball a lot, but he gives you 11 boards and 6 assists. OG, incredible defense, gives you 2 steals and 17 points. Mikal Bridges, I mentioned, did not shoot the ball well, but again, his two-way impact is still incredibly noticeable. Jalen Brunson just provided a level of footwork and just an offensive masterclass overall. The bench unit, Deuce McBride, comes in. Whenever he shot threes in Cleveland, you could hear Deuce every single time. You New York Knicks fans are everywhere, man. Mitchell Robinson comes in, gives you 10 rebounds off the bench, 5 offensive and 5 defensive. Landry Shamet, once again, 5 for 6 from the field and 4 for 4 from outside. That boy cannot miss, and he gives you a game-high plus 28 in his minutes. Jose Alvarado comes in, makes 2 of his 3 shot attempts. Again, just a scrappy defender. He gives you 2 steals in this one. Jordan Clarkson doesn't shoot the ball well, but he's still really picked up as a defensive player recently. And then Tyler Kolek has come in, and in 8 minutes, he shot the ball 7 times. But this is garbage time minutes, so these don't really count. But man, the New York Knicks get 67 team rebounds, 20 offensive rebounds, which is crazy. They dish out 33 assists as well, and that is a huge number considering that nobody on the team got more than 6 assists. This was just an incredibly dominant performance from the New York Knicks. They are being capped as the Eastern Conference Finals champions right now, and then I'll keep you updated as to who. Well, I'll keep you updated. This isn't live. This is going out later today. Jalen Brunson's going to be Conference Finals MVP, no doubt in my mind. The New York Knicks completely dominated in the margins, 50-36 in terms of points in the paint, 33-9 in terms of fast break points, 58-24 in terms of bench points, and they turned the ball over 9 less times. 34-18 in points off turnovers. They dominated the second chance margins. This was just an incredible performance from the New York Knicks, an all-around just bout to ass performance. I cannot believe the New York Knicks are back in the NBA Finals. It is going to be absolute bedlam in New York for the next few weeks, depending on however long the NBA Finals is going to run for, man. This was just an incredible showing. The New York Knicks have not lost a game since Game 3 of the first round. Are you joking? Are you joking, man? I can't. They are 12-2 in the playoffs right now, man. 12-2. And yes, again, the competition hasn't been that great, and they are definitely going to be facing the highest level of competition that they possibly could between either the OKC Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs, either way. But I honestly think the way the Knicks have been playing, now I have been saying that whoever comes out of the West is going to wallop whoever comes out of the East. And although I am still in favor of a Western Conference team, either the Spurs or the Thunder winning, I do think that the New York Knicks can take a couple of games just because of how dominant they have been, and given the fact that the New York Knicks get this done in 4-0, so they sweep them, get ample amount of time to game plan, rest, recover, and the fact that the Spurs and the Thunder are literally beating each other up and are probably going to go to 7 games, 6 at the minimum, super physical, but the New York Knicks today, man, 49% from the field, 44% from 3. This was just a dominant showing. Shout out the New York Knicks. They have been incredible. The most on a string team in the Eastern Conference throughout the playoffs. This was just super easy for them. Like, I don't think that there was any, resistance from Cleveland or Philly or Atlanta throughout this entire playoff run. The New York Knicks have proved that they are definitely the best team in the Eastern Conference, and they get it done. And the fact that Jalen Brunson in Cleveland was getting MVP chance at the free throw line is crazy. Man, those New York Knicks fans are everywhere. And although I don't think that they're going to be as involved in away games in the finals, considering that they're going out west and they're going to face either the Thunder or the Spurs, who themselves have an incredible fan base. They're still going to be there, man. They're going to find a way. And, man, I can't believe New York, for the first time in my lifetime, are in the NBA Finals. I love Josh Hart, man. I'm so proud of Josh Hart. Shout out to him, man. Karl Anthony Towns finally gets over the hump and makes the NBA Finals. Karl Anthony Towns has been in the Eastern Conference Finals for the past 3 years. Obviously this year, last year with the Knicks, and then the year before that with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he finally bridges the gap and gets over the hurdle. Now I want to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers real quick. I am so happy that I do not have to watch this garbage team anymore. I was so excited for the Cleveland Cavaliers after they made the midseason trade to acquire James Harden, but James Harden has been awful in the playoffs, and especially in this series. In today's game, in a do-or-die environment, James Harden gives you 12 points on 2 for 8 shooting and 0 for 6 from downtown. 2 assists. James Harden is awful. 5 turnovers as well. I am so happy that I don't have to watch this sorry-ass team anymore, man. The Cleveland Cavaliers were awful. Evan Mobley, I thought, had a terrible game for his standards as well. Jarrett, the lights were too bright. Allen proves it once again. Strus, yeah, sure, whatever. But man, the Cleveland Cavaliers just got waxed. Absolutely waxed. Donovan Mitchell had a good game on the offensive side of the ball. 9 for 18 shooting, 5 for 9 from downtown, 8 for 10 from the free throw line for 31 points, which was by far a game high, but he still had 4 turnovers, only 1 assist. Again, the starting backcourt of the Cleveland Cavaliers combines for a whopping 3 assists. This was just an awful showing from Cleveland. It looked like as soon as the Knicks brought it back after the Cleveland Cavaliers had a hot start and then the Knicks just got out to a lead, the Cavs just completely shut it off. They were like, no, well, we're going to lose. There's so many roster moves that this Cleveland Cavaliers team needs to make. In my opinion, that was Donovan Mitchell's last game as a Cavalier. I cannot see him wanting to stay on this team. Every single season in the playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers have just found a way to disappoint everybody. The core of Donovan Mitchell, Jarrett Allen, and Evan Mobley just does not work. And in my opinion, Donovan Mitchell cannot be your offensive number 1. And obviously, a lot of the NBA fans are going to be looking at James Harden and saying, James Harden needs to go. You need to trade him. He was terrible. But the thing is, who is going to trade for James Harden? There is not a single team that I can think of that is going to want a James Harden. Like, what's he going to do? You're going to trade him to, like, the Minnesota Timberwolves, for example? How much is he going to benefit your team? Because, again, you are in the same conference as the Spurs and the Thunder. And out East, I can't see a single team actually wanting to go and get James Harden because he is just washed. He's so bad. I can't even begin to imagine it. And looking back on it, although, James Harden, you think in theory, is supposed to be better than Darius Garland, James Harden is a decade older. I now was super high on that trade back then for both sides, but now I just see it as a loss for the Cleveland Cavaliers because you gave up a 26-year-old, really damn good offensive player in Darius Garland who's going to be around for so much longer. Garland and Evan Mobley worked really well together, but this Cleveland Cavaliers team just needs to blow it all up. This was just a terrible, embarrassing performance. Ever since they blew that 22-point lead. They just didn't look like they were going to win this game at all. Kenny Atkinson is going to be fired. If he's not, I'm going to be super surprised. But like I said, I don't see Donovan Mitchell on this team next year. I don't see Jarrett Allen on this team next year. I think James Harden by default, just because of the contract and how ass he is, nobody is going to want to trade for him. And then Evan Mobley, in my opinion, is going to need to be the building block for this franchise going forward because as disappointing as he was in this game, he has been pretty damn solid overall in the playoffs. But I don't know what you do with this team. Like, you cannot go for another big hitter. Like, you can't go and trade for Giannis because the Bucks are going to want Evan Mobley, and I just don't think you move off of Evan Mobley. There's just nothing really that this Cleveland Cavaliers team can do with this current core to completely just shift the level of contender or championship caliber of a roster that they are. Jalen Brunson just officially got the Eastern Conference Finals MVP award. Congratulations to him. Very well deserved. The captain of New York. Shout out to JB, man. Jalen Brunson. But yeah, Cleveland is so sorry. So sorry, man. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm demanding my way out. James Harden was super disappointing. He was awful. And then this series just in general, like Cleveland today just once again shoots terribly from 3. They go 11 for 40, which is 27.5% from beyond the arc. They were 41.5% from the field. They got completely smashed in every single category. Evan Mobley was a minus 30 today. This Cleveland Cavaliers team cannot come back the same next year. And if they do, Cavs fans expect the same results because there's no way that a backcourt of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden is getting anything done. Both of those guys are negatives on defense. James Harden just sucks. I cannot emphasize that enough. Donovan Mitchell cannot be your number one option if you're wanting to win a championship. Can he be the second option? Absolutely. But in terms of where Donovan Mitchell can go, I've got no idea. I haven't really thought about it too much. But again, like, I like Donovan Mitchell, but he can't do it. He can't do it. And this Cavaliers team just sucks, man. But shout out to the New York Knicks for getting it done. I'm so excited to see them in the NBA Finals. And although I'm not the biggest New York Knicks fan, I still think that they are the best team to come out of the Eastern Conference this year. And they are gonna make whoever comes out of the West work. Like I said, originally, before this series started, I would have probably said that whoever comes out of the West is gonna put either the Cavs or the Knicks to bed super fast, like 5 games maximum. But with what the Knicks have been doing, I have to respect it. Like, I'm going to give the Knicks 2 wins at least by whoever comes out of it. Again, I will preview, obviously, the finals and what I think is going to happen. I need to think about it a little bit more. But shout out to the New York Knicks for getting their work done early, giving them plenty of time to rest. I know I didn't analyze this game very much, but the Knicks are in the finals, man. New York fans, celebrate, stand up. This is your time. Shout out to you. You've waited long enough through all the terribleness of the mid-2010s. Incredible showing from them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the New York Knicks making the NBA Finals. I'm super interested to see what's going to happen. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.